heralded by this cologne's fresh and crisp opening act of Amalfi lemons, fresh cut limes, and Sicilian bergamot. The elegant and confident aroma of Riviera by the House of English Laundry is next. Alright, fragrance community, this is Max Forte bringing you another review. As you see from the title below, this is Riviera by the House of English Laundry. Thank you so much for tuning in. As I mentioned, I was going to do a full-fledged review on this fragrance after I did the first impressions. I was really impressed by the scent. I'm going to get to it in a second. First and foremost, let's do a background of the company, which is, usually what I do when I start these full-fledged reviews. So Christopher Wicks, the designer and creator of all things English Laundry, was born a child of the 60s in Manchester, England. In his early years, he found solace in sketching shirts, shoes, and guitars. What began as preteen pastime, however, became a long-time career in designing men's and women's apparel and home interior. His first full-time design opportunity came at the age of 22 when he became a designer for men's formal shirts for one of England's largest gentlemen's shirts manufacturers. The passion for stripes, color shapes and designs, pearl buttons and French cuffs that he gained during these early years has stayed with him throughout his career, which eventually led him away from gentlemen's apparel to a more in-demand realm of sportswear, of men's sportswear. Wicks is obsessed with fashion music in his hometown of Manchester, England, passions that are evident throughout his unique and distinctive style with his designs. His signature styles are inspired by music of the 60s and 70s, as well as the music culture of today. In 2009, Christopher Wicks joined forces with legendary Stone Temple Pilots frontman singer Scott Weiland to launch a rock and roll clothing collection. Designer English Laundry has 10 perfumes in their fragrance base. English Laundry is a new fragrance brand. The earliest edition was created in 2010 and the newest in 2014. So as you see, it's quite a new fragrance company. Hasn't gotten much attention from the fragrance community, but I think you guys should definitely check into it. This is my second fragrance that I talk about from this brand. I previously and initially talked about a fragrance called Cambridge Night, which is also really, really nice and refined scent. But let's talk about the presentation of Riviera. It's, with all English laundries, it's this beautiful modern take. I really like this box. It's got like velvet on the box. It's got a real nice coffin-like box, sturdy, real good. I think this is like hard cardboard, almost like wood. Very nice velvety with the very beautiful crisp crest here. Just very, very nice taste. And this sleeve here just embodies that box, that coffin. And in here you have your information, you have some of the ingredients here. Talks about the company, this was pretty much manufactured here in the USA, distributed by a company here. You have your website. So all the information between the sleeve and the box that you'll find from Riviera. And the bottle is really nice. It's got this gradient from dark blue to clear. You can actually see the juice pretty good. And as you see, I put a real good dent in this. I've been wearing this for just about 2 weeks now. And very happy with the fragrance. The cap comes out. It's a very nice, sturdy, solid plastic. English Laundry is embossed right there at the cap. And the sprayer is actually pretty good. I'm going to give myself a couple of mists so you guys can see it. Again, really strong, nice, beautiful mist. And the scent is amazing. I'm going to get to it in a very few seconds. That was a presentation for English Laundry's Riviera. So the price point and bottle sizes, guys, this is offered in two sizes, 1.750 ml for $54 American or 3.400 ml for $76 American. This is an eau de toilette. The overall release and perfumer, the nose behind it, this was released in 2012, part of the original lineup releases by perfumer Christopher Wicks. Now, I'm not sure that this was a creation of Wicks per se, or if he outsourced the fragrance elaborations to a company that I believe was IFF, International Flavors and Fragrances Incorporated. Now, don't quote me on this. This is what I was able to gather. There was no perfumer on any place that I saw about Riviera, so I'm thinking that this was an IFF collaboration. Don't quote me on that. Application, best time to wear. The sprays with this one, I would go heavy on the trigger. For me, I wore this for about a week and a half now, and I put a real good depth in this bottle. I've been doing 6 to 8 sprays, sometimes even 10 to 12, as I spray my clothes as well. The back of my neck, my pressure points on my arm, and I also do my chest a few times. And I'm going to get to the reasons why in a second. The best time is definitely spring and summer. This is, although has the attributes to a great signature scent, great for work, very good for the office, it's very inoffensive, very pleasing to the nose. This one has that universal appeal and compliments galore. I think a lady could wear this, but this is definitely more on the masculine side of things. Okay? Classification, this is a woody, aromatic, spicy, with an aquatic vibe. The notes breakdown on this are Amalfi lemon, Sicilian bergamot, fresh cut limes, and cedar up top. On the heart, you're going to get a lot of stuff. You get jasmine, patchouli, vetiver, geranium, lavender, cassis, lily, mandarin oranges, ylang ylang, nutmeg, coumarin, and black pepper. And on the base, you're going to get rosemary, oak moss, guaiac wood, amyris, and sandalwood. Very, very nice, very well blended. Again, beautiful scent, great compliment getter. I got tons of compliments this past week and on 4th of July weekend. The summary of the scent, guys. The initial blast is a phenomenal, like Chanel Allure Homme Sport with Versace Pour Homme on steroids with nuances of Allure avec Strong. Okay? This one has a real nice transition from fresh, woody, from a fresh citrus to a woody, spicy dry down. This fragrance is this fragrance is an everyday signature scent in my book. It's fresh, it's clean, it's crisp, and it goes from strong to a weaker, close to the skin, woody, spicy in a few hours, like 3 to 4. It's subtle and slightly sweet. It's extremely nice, again, clean, fresh, citrus, aquatic, crisp scent that will have you feeling good all day. It becomes a body scent after 4 hours or so with moderate sillage. Go trigger happy with this one, guys. Like I said, 6 to 8. I would even go high as 10 to 12, okay? You're not going to offend anybody, and you're going to smell great, and you're going to just get more projection out of it. So, go trigger happy if you want to. Reapply, carry a decant. If you're going to get at least 6+ hours on this. This is what I got for the most part. 5 to 6, just around that mark. If I spray my clothes, about 7 to 8. Very pleasing to the nose. Definitely got a very, very good amount of compliment, especially in the first 2 to 3 hours. The only downside of this composition that I can think of, this is the only downside of this composition. I wish the projection longevity were a little stronger, but for a designer citrus freshie, that's what you come to expect, okay? So the final rating, guys, let's go into the rating. The presentation, this is going to get a 5 out of 5, okay? It's very nice and modern presentation. The bottle looks great, the cap is beautiful, the coffin-like box is really nice. So it's going to get a 5 out of 5. For a designer, it's really nice presentation. Scent itself, 5 out of 5. Great scent, crowd pleaser, you can't go wrong. Now, the next 2 categories is where it loses a few points. Projection, 3 out of 5. Okay, average, moderate projection, about 2 hours. Longevity, again, 3, average to moderate. 3 hours to 4 hours is what you're going to get as far as longevity. If you spray your clothes, you may get 6 to 8, depending on your body's skin also, in your chemistry. The versatility, this is going to get a 5 out of 5. This one is definitely a men's fragrance. Great for all year round. Definitely awesome for like signature scent. Great for warmer weather. Definitely signature scent worthy. Great for the office, for work, casual wear. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. Very versatile, so 5 out of 5. Uniqueness, again, it's going to lose some points. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Very similar to many compositions, many citrus aromatic aquatic scents out there. This was very close to Versace Pour Homme and Chanel Allure Homme Sport with some nuances of Chanel Allure Homme Sport au Extreme. I also get a nice polo sport vibe with this one too, especially in the initial strong blast as it starts to transition with some of the woodiness. Very close to polo sport as well. Compliment factor, again, 4 out of 5. Amazing compliments in the first 2 hours. As it gets closer to the skin, the compliments will also start to fade. So the overall final rate for this, guys, 3.5. Very solid composition, great release from the English Laundry House. It needs a little, attention from the community. This is a great alternative for Versace Pour Homme or Chanel Allure Sport, especially for the price, guys. Under $80 for a 3.4, and you may be able to find a discount soon. So you really can't go wrong. You're gonna get compliments. This is a great, pleasing smell. Definitely one to check out. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please drop your comments down below. Let me know if you have smelled Riviera. Let me know your thoughts on the brand English Laundry. Let me know if you have smelled the whole brand. Which ones do you really like? Which ones from the line would you like me to review? And now there's a little announcement here, guys. As I told you on the first impressions, I am very glad to announce that I'm going to be doing a contest. Yes, a giveaway contest with English Laundry. With that said, guys, I'm going to be doing a review for his and hers for 2 more compositions of English Laundry. Okay, so stay tuned for that. And with those videos, I'm going to announce the caveat, what you have to do to enter to participate to win. And I encourage all guys and gals to enter to participate, because I'm going to be giving away men's fragrances and women's fragrances. So stay tuned, guys. I will talk to you guys soon.